everybody, this is Peggy Kennedy with Best Friends Animal Society. I'm here at the Burbank Airport where we are about to start loading up 80 pets to head to Utah. These are all shelter pets or pets that were in rescue before the fires started that are leaving the shelter now to make room for pets that are displaced or got separated from their families, or families that need a little help with some sheltering until they can find a place to land. So I'm going to flip this around. We actually have the folks just driving in right now. Bear with me, technical difficulties. There we go.
We didn't go to that door?
I think you're supposed to. I'm just, yeah. We're just waiting to let all the vehicles in. So we've got Angel City Pit Bulls here with us. 2 vans full of dogs from Angel City Pit Bulls. And then, of course, our own Best Friends dogs and cats. About to pull on the tarmac. If you've been following us, you may have heard, excuse me, voice is a little affected by the smoky air out here, sorry about that. But you may have heard that around 130 animals were brought into our facility last night. We were out at some different shelters around the area, Lancaster and our LA County shelters, and some other spots where we were bringing in 130 animals, a number of dogs and cats. More than half of those actually went out to foster last night. And now we have a number of them that are going to be heading to Utah, straight to Kanab. And then some of them will move to our sanctuary there in Kanab, and some will be moving on to our Best Friends Pet Adoption Center, Lifesaving Center up in Salt Lake City, Utah. Thanks for joining us. If you're just coming in, we are at the Burbank Airport and we're getting all of our vehicles lined up, ready to load up this plane with 80 pets headed to Utah, making space in our LA shelters for pets in need right now.
Wait for the plane. Do my best.
Once we get some of these folks out, I'm going to check in with a couple of our LA staff and talk to them a little bit about what they've been experiencing these last few days. As I mentioned, we had an overwhelming outpouring of support yesterday, people waiting in our lobby to take pets home. Some of you may have seen that on our channels. And we have 2 pet pantries also that are set up in our West LA Pet Adoption Center, as well as up in our Granada Hills Clinic. Stocked. We've been receiving so many amazing donations from our Amazon wish list and just people coming by to drop things off. People have been reaching out to us all day, every day, the last several days, asking how they can help. Can they foster? Can they volunteer? Can they donate? And the answer is absolutely yes, and we're seeing it. We also have a fundraiser set up that's at bestfriends.org/LAfires, that if you are able to and would like to support us, you can absolutely do that. All right, let's see some of those pets coming out. I don't know how well you can see it here, but the air is pretty smoky. Looking the way that I'm looking right now, that's kind of in the area of the Eaton fire. Back to the west of us, you can see some plumes of smoke there. That's from the Palisades fire that is continuing to move towards the valley, which is where we are if you're familiar with the geography of Los Angeles. We are in Burbank, which is in the San Fernando Valley. Brittany, do you have a second to talk? We're on Facebook Live?
Yes!
Would you grab her?
Yes.
Yeah, just tell us, like, what's been going on? How are you feeling? Like, what's been happening with the life-saving?
My
What are you
gosh.
seeing? What are you experiencing? How are you?
first and foremost. No, honestly, it's been incredible. It has been obviously extremely tragic and scary at times, but it has also been really incredible to see the community coming together. So many people. I mean, it has been insane, the amount of people who have been reaching out, who are fostering, who want to help, who are dropping off donations. We can't keep our wish list stocked because people are just constantly bringing things. And so, you know, we had this opportunity to get these animals out on a flight. We had already moved a ton of animals out of the center the day before. And so the team jumped into action. We were able to pull 42 dogs from Lancaster in county. We pulled 113 cats from LA Animal Services last night. And we had a lobby full of people waiting to take them to foster before we were even getting them through the door. So it was incredible. I don't even know the numbers that we ended up sending out to foster last night, but it was crazy. I think it ended up being like 28 dogs and 65 cats. So by the time they got to our center at 7 o'clock last night, and we locked that door at 11:30, half of them were already gone. And so our team is just bringing the rest of them here now to get out of LA and continue on the road to safety. It's been crazy.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. I'll let you get back to helping out here.
Neither of our two. None of these first two.
The one with the big dog on it. This one.
That one? Okay.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there besides.
All right, folks. So we're just.
One of the guys help me move this around. Just have it moved over. Thank you. A little heavy.
I'm going to get out of the way and film from afar. There's a lot of moving parts here, as you can see, but all hands on deck. We've got so much support, so much help. This is fantastic. I know some folks have been asking how, we're getting a lot of questions like, do we still need fosters? How can you help? So there's a couple of different ways that you can help with fostering. You can foster for, first of all, if you're local here to LA and you live near any of the county, city, any of the shelters, they would definitely welcome your support, and you can, I'm sure, walk into just about any shelter and ask if you can foster. You can also contact us at fosterla@bestfriends.org. We still need fosters. We're still bringing more pets into our program, and we would like to be able to send them directly out to foster. And we've also set up a Facebook group to help connect willing fosters with families that have been displaced, that need a safe place for their pets to stay for a temporary amount of time until they can get themselves settled. And we'll have someone drop the link to that group here in the chat. It's growing quickly. Already had a lot of offers for support to foster, and we're starting to send that out to people who are asking for help. So it should be populating with people who actually need foster help as well. Raphael, do you have a second? I'm on Facebook Live for Best Friends Animal Society. I want to talk about like what you're doing and what brought you up here.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, of course, we heard about the fires, so I'm stationed in San Diego, La Jolla Veterinary Hospital, and we just wanted to come out here and help out. So,
and who do you work with?
Yeah, so we have connections with Project Street Vet, Dr. Stewart, and so he put us in touch with a couple organizations, and yeah, we've been able to work with a couple shelters and transport groups like this, organizations, and just trying to help out some of the animals in the area.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for coming out here. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
All right, it's starting to get a little loud here as we have another plane that's got a jet engine going. So I don't know if you guys can actually even hear me anymore as such, and there's a lot of work to be done. So I think I'm going to close down this Facebook Live, but thank you all so much for joining us, and keep checking in, keep contacting us, keep sending those donations, and letting us know how you can support us. We are so grateful for everything that we've received so far. Amazing response from the community and from all over the country. Thank you.